welcome to a pick a card reading. This is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to kind of step away from the weekly energy reading for this week, mainly because I just wasn't really feeling like filming 4 videos. It's a lot if I try to do all 4 in one day, and to be honest, I really wasn't keeping up with filming ahead of time, so here we are in Sunday, right? So because of that, I thought, let me just do a massive pick a card reading. You guys will choose from any of the 3 piles that I will be showing you in just a moment. And so pick intuitively, okay? So when you are picking your pile, focus on the energy that you feel drawn to for each pile. Which one calls to you? Which one do your eyes go to first? Which crystal, you can even pick by which crystal you feel drawn to, because I'm going to have a different crystal on each deck, on each pile. So you could choose that way. You could simply choose between 1, 2, or 3 what number calls to you. Or if you want to sit through the entire video and just take in a massive energy reading, you can do it that way as well. There's no right or wrong way to approach a pick a card reading. I want you guys to just go with what feels right for you. And let me just show you what decks I'm going to be working with, because the angle of the video is going to be focused only on the table in my hands, so you won't be able to see the decks in the background. I'm going with a fantasy slash like a mythological creatures kind of a theme for these readings. So the tarot decks I will be using are the Mythical Creatures Tarot and the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot. And then I have a bunch of Oracle decks. So I'm going to be using the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle, the Magical Messages of the Faeries, the Magical Unicorns, Angel Dreams, the Starseed Oracle, the Spirit Animal Oracle, Earth Magic Oracle, and Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Okay, so each pile will include a card from each of these decks. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start picking which pile you guys feel drawn to. Okay, so here are the 3 piles that you guys can choose from. This is pile number 1, 2, 3. This is a clear quartz crystal. Really good for enhancing everything it touches. Every energy around you, for clear seeing, clear knowing. It's really, really an overall crystal for everything and anything under the sun. Okay. In pile 2, I have the amethyst. So nice chunky amethyst. Amethyst is really good for soothing energies, really good for helping addictions, helping depression, helping with your psychic abilities, your inner knowing, your third eye. And in pile 3, we have the smoky quartz. This is a tumbled smoky quartz, and smoky quartz is really, really good for grounding. It's really good for dealing with depression, for stability, for feeling rooted, to feel stable. Okay. Smoky quartz is a protection stone as well. It combats negativity. It combats other energies that other people may try to put upon you. So go ahead and have a moment. Decide amongst yourselves which pile you prefer, which pile you feel called to. Pile 1, 2, and 3. And then check the timestamps in the description box or the comments to find where your pile will begin, and we will start the reading. Okay, you guys, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and start your reading. We have the 6 of Swords. We have Strength. Oops. Strength. Queen of Wands. Ten of Cups. Five of Wands. Three of Coins. So with the tarot, you guys, for you guys, what I'm seeing is strength and dealing with combative or difficult people, okay, this week. This could be a week of dealing with difficult people, people who are just challenging your feelings, challenging your energy, challenging who you are, what you do, how you choose to deal with your day. I kind of see the Six of Swords as some of you guys are going to be needing to find ways to in a healthy way, okay, in a productive way, to escape some of these more challenging situations, people who might be testing your patience, people who just know how to press your buttons, that kind of thing. Some of you guys will be resorting to finding a way out within your means because we're kind of limited at this moment. We have a 10 of Cups coming up for you guys, which is a lot of like overall emotions feeling really good. We start the week off with a full moon. Okay, so it's like it could be an emotional time for some of you guys, but I feel like overall the emotions are pretty good and in order. I also see this as a lot of busyness. So dealing not just with your own emotions, but there could be some stuff coming up that will include family and friends or an inner tight circle of that, which will require a lot of your time and energy. A lot of your own willpower will be put into it and put to the test, I feel. I feel like this Queen of Wands is coming up as some of you guys are going to find other ways to keep yourselves busy, okay? We're getting a little bit more creative with how we spend our time. Some of you guys are really trying to get out of the new habits that you've been creating for yourselves with, you know, maybe you've noticed that you're spending a little bit too much time on the couch, a little bit more time watching TV than you had hoped for. Those of you guys who are used to having like gym, you know, going to the gym a few times out of the week, you're noticing that now that you're not able to do that, you're picking up some bad habits and whatnot. So I feel like that Queen of Wands next to the strength is indicating you guys are paying attention to your health. And those of you guys who have been neglecting the health portion of yourself, this is a really good time to step into it, to give yourself some time to kind of escape some of those more challenging issues, those people that are just getting on your nerves, you know, things that are coming up. Six of Swords is just a definite need to move away from that and give yourself space and time. So definitely at the core of that, we have that Five of Wands. That's where I'm getting that feeling of dealing with some difficult people. We have a Three of Coins, which is again rebuilding your routine. So I see that underneath the Queen of Wands is like rebuilding your routine, coming up with creative ways to spend your time. And the 10 of Cups below the Six of Swords, that's where I was feeling the family dynamics. Some of you guys are in living situations where you need a little bit of a break. So you might find yourself spending more time outside. You might find yourselves going for longer walks, which is going to be equal to getting a little bit more exercise. But it's going to be a good thing for you guys this week. So those are some stuff that you guys should focus on as far as the tarot is concerned. Now your oracle cards, we have the Snake, Shed Old Skin, Wolf, Instinct. We have Koala Spirit, Spirit Has a Plan. Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study Higher Learning. Past Life. Let go of stress. Do not take on other people's stress. Breathe it out now. I love it. Sun. Your son is watched over and protected as he explores the world. That's a very straightforward message that not everybody's going to resonate, but some of you who'd hear it will have to hear it. So your children are being watched over. Morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. This is a really good way, you guys, to start your mornings this week. Morning affirmations for some of you. Positive thinking, okay? Starting the tone of your day with a positive thought, okay? That's what that card's indicating. The Sun card coming up, for some of you, this will not resonate with everybody, but for some of you who have children, not just sons, but daughters as well, that they're being taken care of in their own way. We often forget, we're so like absorbed with our own issues and our own ways of how we are adapting to these big changes taking place in the world right now. But I feel like a lot of us forget about the kids, what's going on in our children's minds. So I feel like that card is coming up as a reminder that they're taken care of. Spirit is watching over them as well. Your guides are watching over them, and your children have their own set of spirit guides as well. So, just kind of a reminder that the kids are going through this too. They're going through it in their own way. I like that the Snake card is coming up for you guys, shedding your skin. To me, this is cleansing. So with the full moon starting on Tuesday, we're going to really want to use that full moon's energy, which is manifesting, it's igniting, it's bringing to fruition some stuff. It's especially if you guys chose this pile with the clear quartz. Clear quartz is very much the same as a full moon. It's all about expanding. It's all about illuminating, bringing to light. And I feel like some of you guys are going to feel like shedding old layers. This could be symbolic for old habits. Like I said, with the tarot cards, some of you guys are really going to start getting into a daily exercise routine and healthy eating or switching something up. There's going to be some changes with you guys. We have the Wolf card with an instinct. So your intuition is on point, and that it has a lot to do with the full moon. Those of you guys who are very much aligned with the full moon energy and all of that, your instincts, trust those gut instincts, trust those feelings that you guys get. Koala spirit, and so the spirit, the animal spirit coming forward for you guys has a plan. Spirit has a plan. So when you guys feel like you don't have that you don't have a grip, you don't have control, you have to understand that there's divine timing with everything. So this week, some of you guys, if you feel or you're questioning what is happening with the world or what is happening with me, what direction am I going as far as work? What's going to happen next? Instead of focusing too far off into the future, understand that the universe or God has a plan. And what will happen no matter what. And it's up to you guys how you maneuver through it, but trust. There has to be a lot of trust that things are happening for a reason. With the Starseed card, we have Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, and Higher Learning. I definitely see this as taking advantage in a new course of study. Some of you guys sign up for that online course, sign up for that, tarot reading or that Reiki healing session that you've been wanting to do. A lot of our readers and healers and teachers are doing remote studies, remote courses, and remote readings. So those of you guys who feel called to that, if you've been wanting to book a reading or you've been wanting to sign up for that online course, this is your message. Earth School, it's telling you to do that. Just because we're on a pause right now with reality, so to speak, it doesn't mean that you have to completely go on pause and go into pilot mode, or autopilot mode, I should say. You guys can still feed your soul. Barnes & Noble, I just did this the other day. Barnes & Noble is doing curbside pickups. So order your stuff online that you want and go pick it up curbside, That's what I did with my puzzles. I've been trying to find creative ways to keep me busy. So I want you guys, those of you guys who feel called to sign up for an online course or to start something, you can even buy a book, order a book or something that just will keep your mind learning, right? Some of you guys need that stimulation of your mind. We have past life coming up. So if you guys pick this pile, you guys could be having past life dreams, especially if we're having that full moon energy on Tuesday. Some of you guys are just feeling extra spiritual, extra connected. I feel like past life is just also indicating some of you are dealing with things from the past. May not be from a past life, but this also can indicate past experiences, dealing with some stuff, especially if some of you guys are shedding layers. This snake skin could be letting go of old friendships, relationships, this snakeskin could be letting go of old habits, and it might bring up some issues, some topics from your recent past. So that's coming up too for you guys this week. So lots of nostalgia energy too. And then lastly, sorry, it's kind of hard to pick up the cards. I just repainted my nails, so I'm like trying not to. Let go of stress. Do not take on other people's stress. Breathe it out. So you guys are being called to don't take in other people's bad shit, right? Don't breathe in their bad energy. Don't take in their problems, right? We do our best to help those around us that we can within our means, but you cannot take responsibility, or you cannot take the guilt, or, you know, take control of someone else's issues. You are not, it's not your responsibility for the most part, you know? And I think some of us allow ourselves to feel guilty if we're not doing enough. So let go of stress is a reminder for you guys. Start new projects, take that course. You need to start feeding yourselves mental stimulation to get you through this week. It's really hard when it's easy to stay home. That's the easy part, but it's really hard to stimulate our minds and to stay focused and to stay positive and to stay, you know, just to maintain a healthy kind of an environment and to maintain a healthy routine. So I feel like for you guys specifically who chose this pile, a nice healthy routine, switching up your diet, switching up your exercise, getting off the couch and doing some activities is going to be very beneficial for you guys this week. It's a really good moment to release some of this stuff, shed those layers, but also get away from stressful situations. So that is what I see for my pile number 1. Hello, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading for the week. We're going to begin with the tarot card portion. So let me get those out of the way first. Okay, pile number 2, you guys have the Tower, the 10 of Wands, Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, Temperance. Okay, so don't get scared, you guys. The first half of the week with the Tower, the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, you guys may be starting pile number 2. You guys may be starting with a bit of a difficult, challenging week ahead, okay? The beginning of the week with the Tower card moment. Some of you guys have already seen some of this stuff take place this weekend, I feel, okay? So some of you guys are already going through a challenging time, a Tower moment. Some of you guys received some negative news. So there's something going on. This could easily be your health. Tower pile number 2, you guys chose the amethyst crystal pile, and the amethyst, like I said, deals with addictions. It deals with depression. It deals with some of that heavier energy, also your psychic stuff. So this could be a psychic attack, a spiritual attack on you. This could be dealing with addictions, dealing with depression, dealing with, you know, just needing a little bit more calmness. There could be some anxieties for some of you guys. There's a reason why you felt drawn to pile 2 with the amethyst. And so I just wanted to make sure I said that. But if you guys are dealing, you may be beginning your week with something challenging, okay? Or you might already be heading into your week already having gone through a tough spot, okay, with that Tower card. The nice thing about the Tower card is it's a blessing in disguise. And you guys also have the Wheel of Fortune coming up. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card as a combo kind of shows that there's a blessing in disguise within a crappy moment, okay? Sometimes we need the universe to kick us in the ass, to get us to get, you know, to start up something new, to get us to do something, to make a difference, to finally get away from somebody, or to put an end to a nasty habit, or whatever the case may be. So the Wheel of Fortune shows that regardless of beginning the week, mid to the end of the week, mid or end of the week, Wheel of Fortune shows that you guys are going to get a move on. The cycle is going to start changing. It's a 10 card, which is the ending of a cycle, the ending of something challenging that you guys might be enduring or going through. So yes, you may be starting off at a not so positive foot, but it's going to get easier, okay? You guys also have the 10 of Wands. So we have the 10 of Wands, which is that uphill battle, that uphill that uphill trek, right? You're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, you guys. That is another need for that amethyst energy, anxieties, okay? A lot of anxieties, a lot of heaviness in your minds and on your hearts, you guys. That 10 of Wands indicates that you just are really at your wit's end. Some of you guys are pushing through. Some of you guys, I feel I just heard Spirit say, you're at your last $10. Some of you guys are just like waiting for that payday moment, okay? You're waiting to find out what is going to happen next with the finances. So it's a lot. You guys, some of you guys are really, really in it. You're really dealing with a lot. But that the 3 of Cups is also aligned with it, which is celebration. So it's a kind of like an odd, an odd combo, but a 3 of Cups to me says there will be a happy ending, okay? There will be togetherness. I also see 3 of Cups is like, it's like that social time where you're encircled with your best of friends, like the people you truly trust. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're at your wit's end. You're at the very like that snapping point. You're gonna see someone pull through for you. The universe will bring things or make things happen where stuff will it'll just align for you guys, okay? And then lastly, you have the 3 of Wands, which is looking out for more. You are waiting. You're in that pause, right? You're waiting for more. You're waiting for the shift of time. You're waiting for that call back. You're waiting for you're waiting for finally being able to leave your homes. Some of you guys are just like dying to go back to work, right? You're waiting for that shift. But I also see the 3 of Wands as a need to kind of look at look at the bigger picture, right? This person is like literally looking at the whole horizon and really taking it all in. So I feel like you guys, even if you are kind of in a snowball effect right now, you're going through some stuff, you are reminded to look at the bigger picture, okay? Don't just focus on the little details. Sometimes when when you're in that stressy moment, you're in anxiety or a panic attack, you only like zone in, like you go into tunnel vision mode. I want you guys to try your best to kind of see the whole picture, because when you do that, the world, your problems, the thing you're dealing with doesn't seem as crazy, right? It doesn't seem as big and as much of a deal as you may think it is. So I want you guys to kind of practice that, stepping outside of that tunnel vision mode and expand your horizons. And with that comes temperance, and I love it because temperance is all about peace. It's all about patience. It's all about that steadiness, that like balance of your emotions and your mind and your heart all in one. So I feel like when you guys can kind of get a grip, when you kind of like not be focused on just the one minor detail and expand your horizons, you're going to find a mode of peace with that temperance card. And then also Spirit will bestow upon you guys some peaceful energy. So you guys are going through some tough times, but trust that you chose that pile for a reason, that things are going to get better. They're going to progress. You guys are going to be okay. Okay. So let me lay out the Oracle card. So you guys have Protection, the Guardian, drop your shield. Drop your shield. We have Cave, Sanctuary, which that is like all of our homes. We have the Scarab Beetle Spirit, magic works through you. I love that, the beetle. You guys have your life is a canvas. This is the Starseed card. Your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. So art, creation, creativeness. You guys have Hawthorn, balance, elemental kingdom. I have to try to make space for on this little sliver of table so you guys could see. Healer, you have the power to help and heal others. New home, moving is a step in the right direction for you. Ooh. Helpful person, someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. I love that. Okay, so let's go through this card by card. First off, with let's start with the Starseed. Starseed card is saying your life is a canvas. You guys, if you pick pile number 2, you're going through some tough times. You're really being called to express, okay? Express yourself. I want you to start putting your emotions, putting your feelings down on paper, or create something with your emotions in the mood that you are in. You guys need to use, like, find an artistic or a physical way to kind of get rid of that energy that's pent up and building up within you guys. So I love that it says your life is a canvas, because you can do so much with your emotions. If you guys love to cook, I want you to start, cooking and start trying new recipes and stuff. If you like to paint, that's an awesome way, and it's an awesome outlet for you guys to, practice your creative craft and cook with your feelings, but I want you guys to start utilizing that instead of just being couch potatoes and sitting at home watching TV and just, not really doing much for yourselves. I want you guys to start doing creative projects, okay? Or at least set an hour or 2 aside for a creative project, and then go about your day. Protective guardian, drop your shield. So you guys, picking pile number 2, you guys have a lot of heavy energy that you're dealing with this week. So dropping your shield, I feel like this is being vulnerable, okay? It is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to have emotions and show it. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel how you feel, regardless if it's positive or negative. Who cares, right? But I want you guys to lay down your shields. No walls up. If people want to help you, which you have that helpful person card as well. If people want to help you, or if you need to ask for help, I want you guys to do so, okay? You do not need to be strong all the time. It's okay to let down your guard. It's okay to feel weak. It's okay to show emotion, okay? The cave card is coming up, your sanctuary. This reminds me of your sacred space. This is your homes, you guys. This is your bed that you sleep in. This is your room, okay? We are spending about 95% of our time at home. That other 5%, when you go out to get something to eat, or when you go out to go buy your groceries and your essential items, or when you go to work, okay? 95% of your time is in your sacred space. Not everybody has a sanctuary to go to. Not everybody has that. And those of you guys who pulled pile number 2, you guys might be struggling with your sacred space, whether you live in a toxic environment, or you are sharing your space with other people and you have roommates that maybe you guys are just not getting along right now, or you have a significant other that you're just butting heads with. So I feel like this card is kind of indicating you guys need to take ownership again of your sacred space, whether it is your bed, it is a room in the home you live in, or it's the entire house, okay? Cleansing is really, really good this week, you guys. We have a full moon on Tuesday, so claim back your sacred space, okay? Cleanse it. Doesn't matter. It could be your bed. It could be a room. It could be 2 rooms in the house. It could be the freaking bathroom, okay? Wherever you feel that you can go to feel safe, okay? Treat it like that, right? Designate it as your sacred space and cleanse it. You guys have the scarab beetle. Magic works through you. I just heard Spirit say you're powerful. I also heard Spirit say that you have, you offer more than you think, okay? I feel like this card comes up, and I love the beetle because the beetle is really special to me. The beetle resembles my bro, my brother who passed on. And he's very strong. He was a gentle spirit. He was definitely he had a hard, he appeared to be much tougher than what he really was. He was an inner teddy bear. And so I feel like for this message for you guys is kind of like, it's okay to be like a mushy inside, right? I feel like some of you guys are trying so hard. That's why the shield needs to come down. Some of you guys are trying so hard to be strong all the time. And if you pulled pile number 2, you probably feel like those emotions need to come out. Guarantee with Tuesday's full moon, most of you guys are going to be letting those emotions out. And I feel like the magic that works through you, you are more important than you think. You're way more important than you think. Your life is more valuable than sometimes you give yourself credit for. I also love that the healer card came up for you guys. The healer card shows that some of you guys who pulled pile 2 are definitely healers in yourself. You're readers, you are energy workers, you are doctors, nurses. There's something that you do with your line of work or anything that any kind of energy work that you do that helps other people. So that is probably why you felt so called and drawn to the amethyst crystal, because amethyst works with the psychic energies, but it's also dealing with more of like the depression, the toxicities, the addictions, and all of that. And people who are drawn to that kind of, you've been there, done that, you've gone through your own shit, and that's why you become vital to other people's lives, because you can help them, you understand them in that way. So a lot of intuitives and a lot of psychics are probably picking pile 2. We have new home. This one is really interesting because right now, some of you guys are going through a shift of moving. Not everybody, so this won't resonate with everybody. But this card can also indicate that maybe this quarantine that we've been in has shed some light on you guys that you need a move or you need a new environment. Some of you guys who are sharing a space with roommates, maybe this whole experience is telling you it's time for you to take part in your own place, to have your own space to yourself. Some of you guys are in relationships right now and you're in quarantine with a lover, and maybe you feel like, yep, I don't think I could spend the rest of my life with this person. So I feel like this card is kind of touching you guys in different ways. It's not going to resonate with everybody. That's the beauty of these readings. But if you do feel called with that card, if this is like a gentle message, a reminder that maybe your current situation isn't 100%, is it something that you can work on and fix to save it? Or is this card an indication that maybe it's time for you to fly, right? And we also have helpful person. So this week, like I said, you guys, somebody is going to pull through, like that 3 of Wands that I read for you earlier. Someone's going to pull through, okay? You're struggling financially, someone will help you. I feel like also this can indicate like just letting, like when you're letting your guard down, when you're letting down your shield, letting someone help you, okay? Or asking for help if you guys need it. Calling up a friend, texting a friend or whatever, initiate conversation. But helpful person I love is like people will step in, the universe will place people in our lives, maybe not physically because of the situation we're dealing with right now, but you might have someone in your DMs that'll say something that'll just blow your mind because it's going to be something that you need to hear this week. So helpful people or helpful energies might be popping up when you really, really need it. And I want you guys to be open your hearts to accepting it. And lastly, we have the hawthorn, which is a plant. We have balance. So I'm taking this as balance of energies. I also take this as, because it's earth-based, balancing your root chakra. Okay, so dealing with the root chakra, some meditations this week, perhaps. Going outside, put your bare feet in the ground. Ground yourselves, you guys, okay? But balance to me is just like balance with your energies, all of your chakras aligning, feeling balanced in your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, balanced in your relationships, perhaps. Some of you guys are going to be dealing with some of that this week. Balances with your checkbook, perhaps, your finances, right? Whatever the case may be, some of you guys are going to be going through some stuff, some tough moments this week, but you will get through it and it will be possible. So hang in there, my loves, okay? Hang in there. And this concludes your reading for pile number 2. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your energy reading. Those of you guys who picked this pile, maybe you were drawn to the smoky quartz. Do you feel like you need some protection? Do you feel like you need to let go of some negative energies? Do you feel like you're dealing with some negative people in your life? Do you feel like you need to be grounded? Do you feel like you're not stable? Okay, let's see what the cards have to show for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start with the tarot first. So you guys have the moon. The moon, Hermit, Five of Pentacles. There's your fear states, you guys. Your fears. Inability to sleep, I also hear Spirit say. Two of Coins. Three of Swords. Eight of Cups. Oh yeah. You guys are dealing with some stuff. Some of you guys are dealing with, there's a couple things coming to mind. Okay, first I'm seeing some of you guys are dealing with some fear states, dealing with money, okay? Financial matters, some stuff is popping up. Some of you guys, you're seeing the money quickly dwindle away from your accounts, as scary as that is. Some of you guys may have recently got some news that you're not going to be able to go back to work. Some of you guys are just dealing with not knowing if you're going to get paid next week or by the end of the week. There's a lot of like unsureness. There's a lot of really feeling like you're pinching your pennies. That Five of Pentacles, okay? Also, some of you guys are dealing with a recent breakup, this quarantine. I think a lot of us, we take for granted the relationships that some of us are in. And if you guys were already on rocky waters before this quarantine, some of you guys are dealing with it. And I see that with the Three of Swords above the Hermit. Three of Swords is indicating some of you guys are seeing a possible breakup on the horizon, or you're thinking about the breakup, or this quarantine has caused a breakup, okay? So this week, some of you, I'm seeing this situation might unfold. I'm seeing the Hermit card is kind of like you guys are just sick and tired of being home and alone. Some of you who actually live alone are really struggling this week. That Hermit card is coming up, that Moon card next to it. The Moon card is resembling your fear state, right? It's the moon illuminates your fears. The moon illuminates your shadows. And we have a full moon on Tuesday. So I kind of see that aligning for you guys, that some of your darker moments, your shadows, your moods might be changing, not for the positive though, okay? And that might be why, if you chose it because of the smoky quartz, you were drawn to it because you feel this dark period coming on with you guys, okay? The shadow period. And you need protection. We have a Two of Coins coming up. So like I said, if you guys are on the brink of a breakup, this is that back and forth that you're going through this week. This is a decision that has to be made, whether it's for the breakup or it's for, do I stay or go with this job? You know, this is a decision maker. Some of you guys might be coming down, not feeling good, and you're not sure if you should even go into work. You're really kind of weighing out your options this week. So a lot of hefty, a lot of heavy energy revolving around major decisions, okay? Major decisions coming up for you guys. And we also have an Eight of Cups over here, and the Eight of Cups is needing to fill voids. Some of you guys are filling those voids by emotional eating. Some of you are taking up, you know, recreational drinking, but it's more solo. Some of you guys are taking on bad habits that maybe you're not used to, okay? I feel like you guys this week, my pile number 3, you guys are in a darker period this week, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. It just shows that maybe it's a little bit darker than what you're comfortable with. But this is a lot of heavy energy with the tarot cards. So let's go ahead and see what your oracle cards say. All right. So we have Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Winter Solstice, reflection. We have the Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. We have the Starseed card, Inner Earth. You will survive this. New solutions and beginnings. You will survive this. What a powerful message. Oh, let me move these over just a little bit. I want to make sure you guys can see everything. Fire Opal, sensuality, confidence. Exercise, run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. Beautiful message. Everything's okay. Oh my gosh, all of these cards are aligning for you guys. Do not worry. It is all working out in a beautiful way. Wow. Watch your thoughts. It is important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Wow. Power. Pile number 3. You guys. So your tarot cards were very, very truthful. Oops, sorry for the bumping. Your tarot cards were like telling you exactly what it is, and your oracle cards are giving you the message of assurance, giving you telling you guys everything's going to be fine, okay? So let's start with the outer messages first. So with the Starseed card, Inner Earth, you will survive new solutions and beginnings. You will survive this. You guys are going to survive this tough time, this tough week, okay? Whatever you're going through, financial matters, relationship issues, loneliness, okay? Dealing with some not so nice moods or thoughts, you guys are going to get through it. There's a new beginning on the horizon is what this card is indicating, okay? The other one is saying watch your thoughts, right? Watch your thoughts. Don't just focus on the negative things, okay? Don't just focus on, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this? Oh my gosh, my heart is broken. I wish I could have said something different to keep the relationship alive. If you guys only focus on the negatives, that's all that's all that you're putting out into the universe. That's all you're going to attract back to you, right? You want to surround yourself, not just physical with people, even though it's a little bit difficult right now, but you also want to surround your thoughts with positive, like positive thoughts or positive topics of conversation, positive books. If you're reading, read something happy, read something different, right? Watch a comedy movie, change up the shows that you're watching if you're like just in a mood, right? Even the music you guys listen to, okay? Watch your thoughts is a really powerful one. I know it's sometimes we have to be in our moment, right? But this depression, these like downers, these negatives should be a moment, okay? Whether it's a day, 2 days, a week, sometimes people need longer, but eventually what matters is how you snap back from it, right? The Broken Arrow card, embrace the energy of peace. What is the peace? Where is the peace in your storm? Those of you guys who are dealing with money issues and stuff, where's the peace in that? That's how you start to see the bigger perspective of things. When you can start to see a positive in your negative. When you can start to see the blessing in an otherwise shitty situation. That's how you start to heal. That's how you start to grow. So this week, you guys, when you change your thoughts, try focusing on what are the blessings in this otherwise shitty situation. Okay, ask yourself that. Winter Solstice card is coming up with reflection. This is you looking at yourself. Some of you guys are really going to take a deeper look at yourselves, especially if you're going through a relationship breakup or you're dealing with some like bad habits or some negative habits that you've been catching yourself falling into. Okay, you guys are really going to take a look at yourself in the mirror this week and you're really going to be like, what am I doing? Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing to myself? Embrace that feeling, embrace those thoughts that come to mind when you ask yourself that. That's what's going to help you change. I love that the Black Panther came through for you guys. Reclaim your power. In the darkness, there's light illuminated on you. There's always light in the darkness. There's always that little piece, that sliver of hope. So those of you guys who are going through some tough times this week, understand, yes, be in the moment, live it, accept it, embrace the negative, but then also find that sliver of hope and find that power and reclaim your power. Own it. Fire Opal coming up with sensuality and confidence. I like that. I feel like this is just kind of saying like right now, maybe like your confidence is a little bit low, your self-esteem is a little bit low, but with some love and care, some sensuality, some self-love, right? Or, allowing your mate to cook you dinner one night, or just allowing yourself to be taken care of in some kind of form or way might help you feel a little bit better, right? Let somebody else take control for a change, right? Let someone else take care of you. And then we have the exercise. Sorry, some of these cards are hard to pull off the table. Then we have the exercise card, which I love this because I feel like this is a message for some of you guys watching who picked pile number 3, needing to find a different way to divert your negative thoughts, put it into a mode of action, right? Go for a walk to cool off. Go for a run to clear your head. Exercise, get your body moving, right? You might feel better to add a little bit of an exercise routine, even if it's 15 minutes. That's what I have to keep telling myself because it's like, the thought of like getting all sweaty and stuff, it's just not attractive to me. But I also understand the importance of getting your body moving. So this, you guys, if you pick pile 3, again, I feel like each pile has its own like message of exercise. I feel like a lot of us are being called to start switching up our routines and stop being so lazy and start kind of getting a little bit of a move, or, you know, doing something with ourselves to be on a little more healthy level. It'll help with those thoughts too. Okay. And lastly, everything is okay. Do not worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. This is trust. This is trusting and having faith that God or the universe is going to provide. Okay. Some of you guys who are dealing with losing your job, some of you guys who are dealing with not enough money, there's always going to be something or somebody, random as it may be, could pull through. Okay. Have a little bit of faith. Okay. And also don't worry about looking a certain way or or don't worry about what other people might think if you need to ask for help, if you need to ask for assistance. There's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like that's also an important message for you guys for this week. Very, very heavy energy this week for you guys, but at the same time, there's a mode of hope that it's not going to last this way forever, okay? So I hope that this helped you, and this concludes your energy reading for the week. Bye, loves.